Hello. So I just bought this brand new. This is supposed to have those ability to have the attachments on the end of it. This is a 4-cycle, as it shows. Weed whacker, brand new. I've used it one time. I have it propped up on this lawnmower. But what happened was I was changing the spool. And I reloaded it, and these you just push this and turn it, or they have this this tool you can use. I'll show you. So if this was hooked on, just use the tool and just turn it. I'd usually just go underneath it, push it, turn it, push it, turn it until the string pulls out. So anyways, I must have did something wrong putting it back in, because it's supposed to have 2 of these, and the one broke off right here. And so I was trying to figure out how to replace this, and I realized, because I know they have a slot here, and I'm thinking, oh, there's a quick disconnect in there. So I'm using this rod, and I'm putting it in there, and I'm pushing, I'm prying, I'm moving around. And I thought maybe if I put it on there and I held in there, I could just turn this. I could just, once that's in there, I could just turn this and it would come off. And I put some muscle into it, and it didn't budge. It didn't unscrew. And so I don't know what happened, but I tried it again, and sure enough, it's loose now because I already took the whole thing apart. I haven't took this off, which realized this is just the like a greasing port. This screw just sits in there just to keep this lubed. This screw attaches it through a hole that's in this shaft. And then this is the clamp screw. But this does just untwist. I'm going to try to prop this phone up to show you. So once this is lined up and it's in there, I should be able to do it. One hand, there you go. This holds the gear, and now it should unspin. See, you don't need this in here anymore. I'll set this down. Now there's another little part to this. Alright, so it's coming off. Like I said, I already had this off, so you missed the fun of why it was so tight. Alright, so that's that. So it has a pressed in nut. Pressed in there, and this comes off, which I already put some grease in there, so it's probably gonna fall off. So just see, here's the new one. It's got the 2 tabs. Here's my broken old one. It's got 1 tab. So laying these next to each other, this is the broken one. I need this nut into here. Couldn't get it out. So, because I want to put this new one on. So what I'm going to do, this socket should be small enough. You're not supposed to use these as punches, and this is already broke. Now if I go on a hit on this, it's probably going to snap this ear off, and this is going to be flush to the ground. It's not going to come out. So I'm not using a hefty duty hammer. So I'm going to come over here to this handy trailer tow hitch. I'm going to put this here, so I have clearance on the bottom so it'll come out. Let's see if I can prop this up. I just cut the grass, so I got a little bit of allergies. That's why I'm sniffling. It should just a little bit of wiggle and it came out. There it is. All right, just gonna move it to the new one. Yeah, look, I have the instructions out too in it. Oh, it did say in there. So now I gotta transfer this over into here. New one. So put this into there. Can't go wrong with this unless you put it back into the one that's broke. I've done stuff like that. I may have to. Nope, it goes in easy. So at this point, once it's screwed on, spun on the shaft, it'll compress it in there, because I don't think they had any glue on here, which is tight. So put this up. So it's a left-hand thread. It's going on counterclockwise instead of a typical righty tighty lefty loosey. That's because it probably spins the opposite way. So now I'm going to put the keyway in. Locks it so you can tighten it. I'm not going to grab by the ears so I'm break them off. I'm going to grab on the outside. It's just my fingers. And this, about like that. That's it. Because I'm pretty sure this spins in the opposite direction. I could be wrong, which will prevent it from spinning off. Now the rest, this is the new one I bought. I had to buy the whole thing to get this. I couldn't just buy this. Well, at least at the local store. Oh, here's the broken piece that broke off. So this, it's a spring. I still have my string in there. So I'm going to try to put this on with holding the phone with my chin. So you keep the spring in there. And here's got two of these, so. See if I can hold the phone too. Line this up. All right. All right, last time I did this, I think one of these weren't snapped all the way in or something. I don't know. But I checked just like this time. There's no extra gaps. It's the same all the way around. It's a fingernail worth thickness all the way around. It's the same. And it clicked all the way in there. And to remove them, you squeeze them hard. And it comes off. It's got to watch the spring. Like I said, I just push this and then turn it in order to get this to come out. I've seen some people actually do it where they've hit it on the ground and it came out, but I'm not going to do that. But like I said, when this thing popped off, this head kept spinning and it broke this ear off. But that's how you take this apart on a Ryobi. This is, I don't know, we bought this, it's the year 2020, we bought this a couple weeks ago. beginning of May of 2020. I love this thing. It's pretty good. It's not as powerful as I wanted, but I didn't want a 2-cycle with all the oil and mixing. Thanks for watching.